Ready.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Russell Schaefer here. I've been pretty fortunate this week to have 3-disc come to my office. My friend Robert Duquette come on down to my office and show me his little 3-disc Heron scanner. I was pretty excited actually because this is a cute little scanner here. It's small but powerful. I liked it. I have actually never played with this scanner before. I've seen it a couple of times at Dr. Justin Moody's office out in Implant Pathways, and I was unsure what to make about it, but I actually like it quite a bit. I like the size, I like the shape, I like the fact that I actually turn around pretty good. You know, that's pretty impressive to me. I like the fact these tips are easy to come in and come off. So yeah, that was pretty cool to me, a lot. I like the software too a lot. We did a lot of scanning with it this week. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. We used probably about a dozen cases or so. As probably some of y'all know, I do a lot of dentistry here in my office. And so probably one of the cooler pieces I did with it for was this one lady come on in. And we actually had to scan up a case where we had an upper denture with a lower partial we're going to build for her. And let me show you what we did for her. So what we did, we had to actually I made a bite room for her first. We took out this lady's teeth last month. And I'll say probably the one thing I actually think is probably the best thing about the Heron scanner, I think probably what most people get screwed up with the scanners the most, is you'll buy this nice scanner. And like I say, I think probably the smartest thing that Heron does, the 3-disc does, is they give you the laptop with the scanner. For $16, $17, you can't go wrong with a scanner that includes the laptop. Because you'll buy a nice scanner, and you'll buy a crappy laptop, crappy computer with it. And so it's kind of like buying a Hummer, but getting a Prius engine with it. You know, you're not getting full use out of the scanner with the crappy computer with it. But no, I scanned this. I pretty much put this bite rim in her mouth, adjust the bite rim. You know, put some PVS in it and reline it, because we took our teeth out last month. You know, put a light body facet reline in her mouth. And then I scanned this up, and this probably took me, let's see, is the scan time on her? No, it's not on there, but it took me maybe 30 seconds, a minute to scan this. So that's not bad at all, honestly. I was pretty darn impressed. You know, I was happy with that. And this is a good quality scan to me. I'm happy with that right there. This is about the same as I got with my Meta i500 in my mind, at least. You know, moved on, scanned the lower teeth. Not too bad again. I'm happy with those ridges right there. You know, did a nice job scanning the edentulous area, especially this one back here on the posterior to the canine, distal to the canine, which is always kind of a pain in the butt to scan, honestly. So I was happy with that. We'll build her a partial back there. I'll send off to I've got a digital lab out with Pavlos that we're probably sending off to, you know, to build her a temporary RPD. I'll print that off my Accurata sole out of a Crown Bridge resin, probably a Kiro A2. Print off my sole. And that way we can build her a denture, you know. After I did it all, we adjust the bite rooms a little bit. Put that back in her mouth, put that back in her mouth, and we take a bite on her. Of course, everything takes longer when you're waiting on it. Get a good bite on her, honestly. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Now, as I'm sure some of y'all know about me, is that I don't like designing on a laptop. I find it to be very confining. And so what I'm going to do with this actually is we're actually going to export this from this computer right here. I'm going to export it to my design PC, which we did already, but that's pretty darn easy to do with the software. So we had scanned this, we scanned the bite in the mouth. It takes a little bit of time. I like how actually the software requires you to do like a dual bite. So you got to do a bite on one side of the mouth, bite on the other side of the mouth. It doesn't let you continue on until it feels confident that you get a good bite. I like that a lot. They make sure that you're getting a good solid bite, because I think that if you get, you know, especially with dentures, especially when you're doing bite rooms, it's too easy to get things to be off kilter a little bit. And especially with this sort of stuff, if you're altered a little bit, you're going to get an unhappy patient. So we go next. Software figures it out. Then we export the files. And here I'm going to export to my lab, and I'm my own lab here because I don't respect my time at all. So we export to my other email address. Send the files over to me, and over to my to my website. Sorry, to go to my other lab. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to pull in a blue sky plan, which I really like. Let's see, I think I put those files on the desktop here. Yep, right here. And let's see what we get. So one thing I like, even though I like the laptops, that's a powerful enough laptop to do this, I just find the set to work a lot easier to work on. I have more space to work on. You can actually see the model right here we took on there. That's a pretty good impression of the model. Obviously scanning stuff kind of extraorally is easier than scanning enterally. We'll follow the blue sky plan setup here for alignment. Not a big deal. Continue, finish, cut everything back. I go over this in my class, but I'm not going to go over it right now. Let's see, let's do a little bit more adjustment here because I want to, we'll work the sticky stuff later, so why not do it right now? But literally didn't quite close right there, but I'm not too worried about that, honestly. That's in the back area. I've got two good models to make an upper denture, lower partial on, where the patient feels she has a comfortable bite on. And yeah, I can go straight to delivery next week. I already know right now that this patient has a problem with her cant right there, which we've been fighting for the longest time. But yeah, I've been very impressed with this little economy scanner. I think it's a great addition to any dentist's office, honestly. I've been very pleased with it. So yeah, just want to give my review of it. Highly recommend this little scanner if you're looking to get into the scanning game. You can't really go wrong with it, especially like I said, with if you're looking to get in the scanner game for a good economy scanner. Especially because it comes with a scanner, comes with a day of training, and yeah, that's my review. Thanks for coming, Robert. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, thank you.
Take care.